There you have it. There you have it. It dropped September 27th. Let's give it a clap. Well, we can't give it a clap, but we can say, holy crap. Oh my God, it dropped. But as you guys can see, man, yeah, I got a finger that's out of order right now. But that's what happens when your finger kisses a forklift. The movie Rezball just dropped, and I've seen it. I've seen it with my family members, seen it twice. A lot of expectations while waiting for it to drop, just to see the whole aspect of the Navajo tradition in Rezball, or just Rezball in general, to see the whole concept of it. Now, in high school, I wasn't really big at basketball at all during school, but off school campus, we had a basketball court at home. We called the village. Honestly, man, it was up in it was up in Rattlesnake Road. The movie was great. So basically, the overlying story of this movie is two. Well, it's mainly one guy, Jimmy, trying to make the best of what he can from a situation, trying to go to college, has all these obstacles stacked up against him. And what's crazy was that his connection to, the sport, you know, um, coming from where we're from is the res. Now, there's not a whole lot of opportunity, and you hear this from other people, and people will say there is not a lot of opportunity, but when you're in the res, man, really is a no opportunity. I mean, you really got to make it. You really have to get out of that cycle, because once you get in that cycle, there's no way getting out of it. By the time you know it, you're probably gonna hit your 40s. You just don't want to get caught up in the cycle. There's a lot of beautiful things on the res, but there's also a lot of just craziness too as well on the res. But it was just everything really that I wanted to see in this movie, really transpired and showcased for most audience that um, don't know what it's like to live on the res and got like obstacles stacked up against you. But this right here really hit home plate for a lot of people, not just me, man, because there's a lot of people that are still out there working on the community, which, props to them. But this story takes place with a kid named Jimmy and his best friend, Natai, Natali, I believe. I could be butchering the name, but they become really close since kids, and they're from a brotherhood. He ends up ending his own life, Natali, and it takes a lot, you know, for Jimmy to come back from it. It showcases a group of kids showing their determination to overcome this loss and to treat it as a dedication. Storyline was good. The story was really good. There was some missed opportunities in this movie that really could have shined more that I thought. But we'll get to that. As far as like just with the acting, man, it was phenomenal. You really sunk into the emotional aspect of this film, from the characters, the way it was written for them, and the way they showcased it. I thought that was awesome. It really says to a lot of Native American kids on the res and just people in poverty in general to focus and just really, you will achieve it. It's just something you put out in the universe, which is really crazy. Not crazy, but really interesting to see it, get done. And especially from a place where I was partially raised, Shiprock, New Mexico. Now we're gonna have to call it Chuska, New Mexico. For real. Like I said, man, the acting was really on point, man. You really felt deep with the characters. A couple of characters on there. A lot of people don't know. Defi was in there. Ernie was in there. Sosi, bro, like that guy used to come to our school in middle school and always make us laugh. Like him and James and Ernie. It was James and Ernie, the duo, crazy duo for Navajo comedians, man. They'd always come out and just show out, man. and it was cool to see him in there playing the coach. Now, I think that, like I said, there was some missed opportunity. I thought the opportunity for having more dialogue for him was shortened. I mean, he really was the right person, or the right, person you need for this team. A traditional aspect of what he brought to the team. So for that, that was a plus. But I felt like the missed opportunity was for him to do a little bit more, show a little bit more in depth. But they didn't overshadow him. I mean, the whole getting to the state championship was something. Like, it was really interesting. Some actresses, right, that were really out there that I thought was pretty good. So Jessica Mann, which is crazy because my first time watching her on film was through Frontier, and that was during the fur trade. We've seen her in Dark Winds. Now, Dark Winds is another good show to watch. You guys need to catch up on that one. I think they're already shot and are showing season 2. Um, but Dark Winds was a good one. We had Amber Midthunder in this one. Amber Midthunder, she's well known now for Prey. Badass movie, as me, man. But it just follows this team. There's a scene in there where they're all gathered outside at a sheep corral trying to gather these sheep, and the whole objective is to work as a team and to bring the sheep back to the corral. And I thought that whole aspect of how they all came together was really, really interesting and powerful. You know, um, it's just like the whole the music was good. The music was good for the tone. Kachani Brat, Jimmy, bro, that character really, really shined throughout this whole movie. And what's crazy about it is my nephew played young Jimmy, only for like a couple of seconds, but still, that was powerful, just knowing that, finding out about that. It's really, really cool, man, how people got together on this film set and created some kind of like powerful entity, man. Really, Defi was there. A lot of you don't know Defi, but Defi was there, man. My boy Marshall was like, yo, hit me up. Defi is in this, right? I'm like, yeah, dude, I saw him too, man. Like, they threw a good like 2 second shot on him, and that was pretty awesome, man. Defi's a hard, underrated rapper, man. Underrated, man. Lyricist. Like, check him out, Defi. For real. Check him out. The movie really brought a lot of culture, a lot of tradition, a lot of heart, a lot of just like pain, really, because alcoholism and the suicide rate, also with the domestic violence and just violence in general in the Navajo Nation is crazy, man. And it's sad because it's a vast land. It's literally just open plain and not enough cops. Not enough like EMTs to make it there in time across the state, because it's the biggest Navajo Nation in the nation of the U.S., biggest reservation in the U.S. So it's crazy, man. The movie was great. I think the way they executed the movie at the end was really powerful. The story at the end was powerful. The message was powerful, and take a shot of opportunity. Honestly, this movie, that's what it showed it. Just take a shot, man. Like, you can't win something, or you can't succeed at something without trying. So that's what it showed us. So it was a good movie. It was a good movie, man. Let me know, man. Did you guys watch it? Did you finish it? Did you how do you like it, man? Is this movie for you? Sometimes some movies are subjective. Some movies ain't for other audience, and other audience don't like other certain movies. Like, I may like movies that you guys don't like, and you guys may like movies that I don't like. But it's crazy, man. But I'm gonna get this healed. I'm gonna get this healed, man. It's been a while, but yeah, I thought I throw my 10 cents in on this movie on Netflix. That's what happens when a forklift kisses your finger.